Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Kevin Carr. Welcome to episode number 12 of The Movement. And in this episode, I want to give you 3 tips to help you avoid running-related injuries and even set some PRs in 2019. Alright, so it's that time of the year again in Boston where I'm seeing more and more people who are out running and training for the Boston Marathon. But at the same time, I'm also seeing more and more people come into my office complaining of running-related injuries. It's important to realize, regardless of what some media reports might tell you, human beings as a species were not born to run. In fact, we're kind of born to either sprint or walk, but running slowly over long distances doesn't seem to be our biomechanical strong suit. In fact, some studies have even demonstrated injury rates as high as 90% in individuals who are training to run a marathon. The simple fact is that to survive the high volume training that you must do to compete in a marathon, you have to be strong, mobile, coordinated, and frankly, a little bit lucky. But it seems that the most important thing you need to do is manage your mileage effectively so you're not running too many miles too soon. Research suggests that sharp increases in running volume are the #1 risk factor for running-related injuries. In fact, research shows that running over 40 miles per week makes you 3 times more likely to suffer from a running-related injury. And what's worse is runners who have been running for less than 3 years or have a previous running-related injury are 6 times more likely to get injured when running more than 40 miles per week. So first and foremost, find yourself a running coach who can help you program your mileage sensibly and effectively so you don't set yourself up for injury right off the bat. Now, with that in mind, I want to provide you 3 tips to help you avoid injury and actually improve your performance despite the steadily climbing mileage that often sidelines most marathon trainees. The #1 thing you can do to support your running is to begin lifting weights. And when I say lifting weights, I don't mean little baby weights or taking Pilates classes. I mean really lifting heavy weights with an emphasis on unilateral lower body exercises. Numerous studies have demonstrated that strength training will not only reduce the likeliness of various running-related injuries, but can also improve average running speed with both beginners as well as with advanced trainees. So strengthening your quads, your hips, and your hamstrings will not only make you more resilient to the stressors that come from long-distance running, but can also make you faster. You should focus on practicing full body functional strength training rather than using machines like leg presses and leg curls. You should especially focus your energy on doing unilateral lower body exercises like split squats, lunges, single leg deadlifts, and single leg squats. These are going to be good options to help develop the hip and pelvic stabilizers. Lower body hopping and jumping drills, or plyometrics as they are often called, are an extremely valuable tool for both preventing injury and improving power output. Often runners will suffer from lower body injuries due to an inability to eccentrically control joint positions as their foot hits the ground. Considering that a runner will contact the ground about 10,000 times per hour at 2 to 7 times their body weight, an ability to land their foot efficiently on the ground should be highly valued. One study demonstrated that runners who use strength training and plyometrics had significantly improved running economy compared to those who did not. That means they use less oxygen to complete the same task, but in less time. Researchers credit this improvement to their improved muscular strength and power and their ability to utilize elastic energy in their muscles and tendons compared to their untrained counterparts. Practicing unilateral hopping and bounding drills where you really prioritize good landing positions will not only train power on the takeoff, but single leg hip stability on the landings. So not only will they make you faster, but they'll also help safeguard you against lower body injuries. Just like you maintenance your vehicle, you also have to maintenance your body. As the mileage adds up, the muscles and tendons and joints will begin to stiffen and exhibit a little wear and tear due to the additional stresses that are being applied to them. In fact, runners with calf tightness and limited dorsiflexion range of motion are significantly more likely to develop things like Achilles tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, and metatarsal stress fractures. A daily mobility maintenance routine can go a really long way in keeping the tissues mobile and the joints moving smoothly. A daily lower leg foam rolling routine through muscles like the calf, anterior tibialis, and the foot is going to reduce the local neurological tissue tone. That's going to make for improved passive joint movement, which should give you some relief from the tension, as well as make for a more effective stretching routine. Consistently practicing active stretches for the calves, ankles, feet, and toes will help to maintain healthy and mobile tissues that will be more resilient to the stresses that come from long-distance running. Finally, daily joint maintenance through slow, controlled movements like ankle circles and toe waves will help to maintain optimal joint motor control and lubrication through production of synovial fluid. All right, everybody, that's it for this episode of The Movement. Thank you for tuning in. I hope those tips are going to help you stay healthy and run faster in 2019, and I'll see you here next time.